Thurston glided silently over the treetops of the canopy south of Lake Erewhon. He and David, his brother, had departed from the Parliament meeting, and David raced away before Thurston could confront him. No one could keep pace with David, but Thurston knew how to find him. "There you are!" Thurston hooted. He spotted a branch adjacent to David's, but higher. He pounced onto the branch and adjusted his grip. The great horned owls perched face to face. David, an impressive specimen, wore dark, almost black feathers. He stood tall, still, focused. Thurston sported a lighter grey coat. His branch sagged, and he struggled to avoid wobbling. His wings fluttered. He still wobbled. David's eyes brightened. He chortled. "You won't last very long there. Just the way I like it." Thurston said, "Brother, do you really plan to abandon your mate now? Ignore the eggs she protects for you?" David chirped, "Have you seen the color of those eggs? They come from some magic concoction or spell. How can they be mine?" "Sheba's been devoted to you." Thurston shook his head. "It's disgraceful that you deny her." David tilted his head and scrunched his eyes. "Be careful, brother. You're sticking your claws dangerously deep. Sheba's not your concern. I'm just saying that she deserves better from you, especially now. She's weak. She's not well. You heard her. Solomon is important to the future of Pharsalia. He has a destiny." David leaped from his perch with a single massive pump of his wings. He caught Thurston unprepared and knocked him from his precarious hold on the sagging branch. With a chaos of frantic wings and a cloud of feathers, the brothers plummeted. Thurston's back pounded into the ground with a violent thud. David landed on his feet, wings extended, and one claw around Thurston's neck. "You believe Sheba's delusions?" David lowered his beak and clicked against Thurston's. "You believe that a wolf will show up here to kill every animal?" David stretched his eyes wide. "But wait, Sheba's son will battle this wolf and save the world." David leaped into the wind. As he departed, he chirped back, "You're as crazy as she is. By the way, Solomon? Who is Solomon?" Thurston gasped and sucked air back into his lungs and struggled to his feet. He stood and rotated his head a few times in both directions. The bones in his neck made cracking sounds. He rotated his wings at the shoulder and fluttered, checking the airworthiness of his rig. "Oh, that hurts." Some time ago, Sheba told Thurston that she planned to name her son Solomon. He assumed David knew this. Apparently not. Thurston thought, "He's headed to see her now. I better make sure she's okay." He jumped from the ground and followed David's path. Thurston found a perch near David and Sheba's nest. David stood over Sheba. She snuggled over her treasure. Her breath was shallow and labored. Her body shook. Thurston noticed that lately she had not eaten. He tried to bring her food, but she refused to take it. He wondered if she lacked the appetite or feared that taking the gift would anger David, putting Thurston in danger. Either way, she wasn't eating, and Thurston had long feared for her life. Sheba peered up into her mate's eyes. Thurston watched as she made her final plea. He wondered what she was begging for from his brother. Her eyes filled with tears and then turned glassy, a moment before she closed them for the final time. She settled down into her roost, and she passed away, still protecting her eggs. Thurston cried out in sorrow from his perch. The owls of their parliament heard his cry and flew in. They grieved the loss of Sheba. After Sheba had taken her last breath, David hung his head. With one claw, he pulled Sheba's body from the nest and positioned her close to the tree trunk. He watched her. A moment later, he jerked his beak up and glared at his brother. His eyes narrowed as he kicked the nest out of the tree. It fell to the ground and scattered through the bushes. Thurston scrambled to the nest to check the eggs. He landed near a green one, badly broken. David watched. Glancing up toward David, Thurston shook his head. David remained cold, unmoved by the loss. Lifting the remaining unbroken part of the egg with his beak, Thurston flew off. A blue egg rolled under a nearby bush. It remained still for a moment. Then, movement. It rolled this way and that. It jittered and began to glow. Then, a tiny beak poked a hole. The hole cracked, and a line broke and zigzagged down the side of the shell. The zigzag opened a small gap. A brilliant blue light escaped from the openings. The owls of the parliament gasped. David shook and stepped down the branch. "That's enough!" He screeched for the parliament to follow him. The multitude of owls crashed from the canopy and flew west.